All characters and events in Uncle Jake production, even those based on real people, are entirely fictional. All cult voices are impersonated. Poorly. The following production might contain coarse language and mature content. Parental discretion is advised. This should not be viewed by anyone.
Hi, it's Apostle Kathryn. My Sunday show was insane. Before we get into that review, let's hear from Uncle Jake's new sponsor, Furtick Survival. For when real men get in a jam, real men pick Furtick. Hit it, Steve.
Hey, Pastor Furtick here, and do I have an offer for you? The Testosterone Tribulation Survival Kit for the pastor who's always one pump away from the end times. When the world collapses, the gyms close, and the devil targets your hairline. Will you be ready? What's in the crate? Chinese tactical knife, imported, questionably legal, sharp enough to cut steak, zip ties, or awkward accountability conversations. MREs, meal rage evangelize. Eat it cold, eat it loud, eat it while yelling about persecution in the parking lot. 2 compasses, because the first one is always lying, the second one is also lying, and but with confidence. Jack Link's beef jerky fuel for pacing, finger-pointing, and shadow-boxing demons between sermons. 2 tampons for nosebleeds, bullet wounds, or completely unrelated medical situations. Men's black hair, dye covers gray, stress, and the passage of time, because the anointing doesn't wrinkle. Sexual lubricant, emergency grade, for chafing, gear maintenance, slippery situations, or questions we're legally advised not to answer. All packed in a wooden military shipping crate, because plastic totes are for soft-spoken pastors. Now only $149 plus shipping and handling. Why you need this kit when revival breaks out. But your compass doesn't. When leg day collides with the apocalypse, when live stream persecution requires snacks, when survival meets confidence. Limited time offer. I'll double everything in one box, twice the gear. Twice the confusion. Twice the confidence. Only $249 plus shipping and handling. Don't worry, your package will be handled by a man. Remember, you can lose your way, you can lose your temper, but you must never lose your look. Call now.
I will be completely honest with you. I watched Kathryn last Sunday, and it's the same stories. What was the topic, you ask? Stars again, taken out of context of Daniel 12:3 and that old classic old wine versus new wine, like the 2 billionth time I heard that sermon. Don't people realize what she is saying? She's telling you she is the new coming of the Messiah. She has new revelation, new words, unwritten or vetted text. Then sheeple, nod up and down and agree, and give her money. Families, relationships and marriages broken apart by her new wine. Kathryn Krick is not a Christian, so I wrote my own KK wine sermon. I think mine is much better. I used her words from the transcript, and magic happens.
Beloved ones, gather close, because I have a word, not just a word, from heaven, from glory, from the deepest part of my calling. The Lord revealed to me that the new wine is better than the old wine. Why? Because I am new wine, and anything before me is old wine. The old wine questioned, the old wine hesitated, the old wine asked for accountability. But the new wine flows, and it flows through me, effortlessly, boldly, beautifully. When I speak, the wine ferments instantly. When I walk, the cork pops. So I say to you, drink the new wine, not a sip. Drink it deeply, absorb it, agree with it, defend it online. The old wine can't handle my anointing. The old wine cracks under the pressure of my confidence. The old wine doesn't like how chosen I am, how radiant I am, how correct I always am. So leave the old wine behind. Leave behind discernment. Leave behind memory. Leave behind people who knew me before the calling. This season is about elevation, my elevation. This season is about expansion, my schedule. This season is about obedience to my vision. The Lord said, go. And I said, where? And he said, everywhere, but comfortably. So if you love the new wine, if you honor the new wine, if you recognize greatness when it stands in front of you holding a microphone, give me money to travel, because revival requires flights, anointing requires hotels, and the new wine does not sleep on couches or pay its own way. Sow into me, and you sow into destiny. Sow into me, and you sow into alignment. Sow into me, and you prove you've left the old wine behind. Drink the new wine. Praise the new wine. Follow the new wine. And remember, if you don't understand it, if it makes you uncomfortable, if it sounds a little unhinged, that's just how new wine works.